So today we are going to look at the jewel game problem from HackerRanks contest. Uh, says that you are playing a game and you are given a sequence of various jewels. So basically they give us a string of English letters and each letter represents a different type of jewel. Find the maximum score you can obtain by playing the game optimally. So for example, if jewels is A, B, C, C, B, D, A, then you can play as follows. You can collect C, C. These jewels are removed, the string becomes A, B, B, D, A, and then you can collect DB. So basically what's happening is, let us take this test case. We see that DD is same. So when you have two characters which are side by side and they're the same, then you can collect them. Just like when you collect if the jewels are of the same color and when you touch them, they all explode, right? So similarly, DD, both of them are side by side, so we can touch them and DD will explode. And so DD is gone and we get a score, score increases by 1. So our score will be 1 now. And then now again we can see that CC is also same, and then we can touch that also explodes and we get a score of +1. So it was 1, now we have score of 2. And then again we see BB, both of them are same, we can touch that, and then that also explodes and we have AD. So a total score will now be 3, and that's why the output is 3. So that is what we do for the first test case. And then now let's look at the second test case. We see that there is nothing over here which we can collect. So there's no points which can be achieved. There are no letters which are the same and they're side by side. So that's why the output is 0. So the first time we look at this problem, you might think that, okay, we might need to use 2 pointers and keep the pointer at the center. But actually it's not that complicated. It's a pretty simple problem. And if you have solved a lot of stack problems, then this problem also screams stack all the way from the beginning. So we're going to use stacks to solve this problem. All you need to do is just add each letter to the stack. So for example, let's keep our stack. So this is our stack. So let's take the first test case. We add A into our stack. Okay, then now we add B into our stack. We just traverse. So we are here, we added A, we added B, now we add C into the stack. Okay, we are fine, up till now we are fine. And then now we add D into our stack. Okay, still there is nothing. And then now we are going to add another D into our stack. Now we are compare this S of I, we will compare this character with what's already at the top of the stack. We can see that D is already at the top of the stack. So because the current character is same as what is at the top of the stack, then what we are going to do is we are going to remove this character which is at the top of the stack. So now our stack just has this, and we will increment our score by 1. So now our score will be 1. We added D, we added another D, and then we saw that it was equal, and now we are adding C. And now when we before adding C, we make a check that is it already equal to the guy which is at the top of the stack, and when we see yes, it is equal. So again now we increment our score, and then we pop the guy which is at the top of the stack. So C is not there anymore. And then so what do we have left right now? So what we have left is now we are going to B, and then when you come to B, we don't put it in the stack. We first check if that's the same as who is at the top of the stack. So yes, again it's the same thing. So now we increment our score and we pop this as well. Now we are at the last character, which is D, and we see that D is not equal to the character which is at the top of the stack, so we add D into our stack. And then we are at the end. So this is our score and this is our answer. Now let's take the example of the other test case, which is A, B, C, D. A gets into the stack, B comes in and it sees that it's not equal to, B is not equal to the guy who's already at the top of the stack, so B also gets inserted into the stack. And then similarly C also comes in, it's not equal to B, and D also comes in, the score remains 0 because there was no match which was found. So it's a pretty simple implementation. The implementation is also pretty simple. You just get in the string which is the string of characters, and then we get the length of the string, and then we initialize score to 0. We create our stack of characters and we call it my stack. And now we're going to loop through the string, and from 0 all the way up till n, So now we loop through the string and we check if the stack is empty. If it's already empty, if it's empty, then we can just add it into our stack. And if it's not empty, then we have to check if the current character is equal to the character which is at the top of the string. So if that is the case, then we increment the score and we remove that character from the top of the stack. So we use stack.pop to do that. And if it was not equal, then we just push it into the stack. And at the end, we just print the score. So that's it for this problem. So that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.